Good afternoon and welcome back to Carnation Crafts. You've tuned in at the right time because this hour is all about the clean and simple. This is the launch of it this hour again. So bringing you the next collection and the next portfolio that you're going to get from beautiful Carnation Crafts with a clean and simple range. This one is the Fond Florals card making kit. If you've not seen it before, stay with us because you are going to want to start investing in this part because this is going to elevate your cards and give you even more. But all of you out there who've already got the range or started using it, send your messages in. We want to know that you're there and what you think of the collection as well. So let's make a start. Clean and Simple has been specially formulated and designed by the Carnation Crafts team, Nick and the team, to bring you the most aligned detail for apertures and things like that, because normally apertures can be quite difficult to do. Getting that alignment and getting that perfect placement, not anymore. The hard work has been taken out of it to now bring you the most cutting edge of dies, but also the formation of how they work together. You're going to get your folder, your portfolio first of all. Everything is in here, all nicely boxed. You're going to get your mats and layers to start you off, which could be everyday occurrence that you're using. But then you will see you've got the special details on here that help to give placement for your apertures. You've got your mats and layers of your circles in there, which again you can use. You've also got the added benefits of the hearts in here as well. So with Valentine's Day, Mother's Day, anniversaries, weddings all coming up, they'll be coming this year, you could utilise those. You're also getting an extra layer, which is a beautiful design that is all embossed as well. So you've got that lovely embossed detail. Again, the mats and layers will layer on top of each other. I'll show you all of this in a while. But then you've got your floral elements. There is artwork to coordinate with this. So if you're wanting the coordinated artwork, like so, go to Carnation Crafts, download it for free, and then you can have it ready to be able to print out and to be able to cut out. You've also got the decoupage layers with it. So again, giving you height and dimension when you're making your cards. These kits give you all the elements to make a fantastic card. It's also a business in a box because you can make and sell with all of this. In here also you are getting your cardstock, which is underneath here. You are getting in here 5 sheets of the coloured cardstock, and then you're getting 10 sheets of the blush natural. So you've got that lovely variance between these two. The first one is 350 GSM. This one is 250 GSM. So you've got a fabulous weight, super smooth. So again, if you're stamping onto this, you're die cutting it. It die cuts like a dream as well. So you've got those two. But like I say, you get 5 sheets of the coloured cardstock, which is that one, and then you're getting the 10 sheets of that. Then you've also got your rubber stamps in here. You've got your patterned background ones, so you've got your little hearts in this one. It looks like dots, but when we look closer later on, you'll see it is actually hearts. Then you've got like that fleur-de-lis, beautiful repeating one as well. And can I just let you know, honestly, groundbreaking news here, 50% of the stock has now gone. Bearing in mind the first hour we were 30% literally straight in. It was selling that fast. So now 50% of the stock has gone. Please be quick and place your orders because I don't want you to miss out on this one because it's a beautiful add-on to any of the other kits we've got, and I'll show you those as well. You're also going to get your rubber stamps in there as well. So again, sentiment wise, all specially sized to align with the elements on here. So you can mix and match and put these onto those too. So it gives you the best. Everything has been thought about. So if you want a kit that is going to give you professionalism, give you great creativity and also designer factors, this is the one for you. You're also getting the adhesive in here. Now, all the adhesives, if you're wanting extra, are available on the website. A lot of you have asked for this. We've now got it for you separately, so if you want to buy that, but it does come in your kit. Here we are on the website. If you go to the Clean and Simple selection, you will find it's in there, but it is also in the supplies bit as well, where we keep all the extra stationery bits in there too. But you can see there, £2.99 for your roll of tape. You'll actually find this 5 meters and it's 5 mils by 2 mils. You're getting 5 meters on a roll, so that's fantastic price for those. Also your foam pads, if you're wanting to stock up, we've got the 5 mil and the 10 mil ones. We've got those for you as well on the website, but all come in this kit, so Again, all you need is a die cutting machine and you are good to go with this one. So all your adhesives are in the kit. So as you can see, it's all in there, all housed up beautifully. But the main concept of this one is to work together in unison with the others. Now, if you haven't got any of them before, obviously you've got your files. 2 of the previous ones we have here as well. So again, it shows you the colorways at the top and it also tells you the name of the kit on the bottom. But if you're like me, sometimes what I write is circle, or I might write diamond on there, or square, because obviously the design that's in the kit. But all these together on your shelf are going to look amazing. It's a little bit like, you know, like when your favorite series and you've got them all, when we had all the DVDs and they're all lined up, that prestige look that you've got them all. It's the same with your kits, but you could lay them that way as well. So if you're wanting them on your cabinets or on your shelves, these would fit beautifully in there too. So giving you that luxury of knowing. And you'll also notice you've got the different colourways on there. So this then helps you to decide what colours you want to work with. Or to, put your projects together with other cardstocks from the downloads, the printable papers that we've got as well on Carnation Crafts, and you could add those in as well. But just a beautiful, beautiful collection from the pure and simple, and it really is. Remember, white space is the new space, and this is what's giving the beauty of this kit. And I know a lot of you have actually got each and every one of these. A lot of you were messaging in before saying, oh, I've got mine, I've got mine, I've got my next edition. But like I say, this is like a luxury like subscription, but not subscription, if you know what I mean. You've got that beautiful designer finish in here with all this fabulous design. Now, let's take a close-up so we can explain a little bit more and show you exactly what you are getting in here too. Don't forget, if you are wanting more of the extra cardstock, we have got the cardstock for you as well. Now, this is a beautiful colour that is exactly the same as the one in the kit, but if you want an extra, 20 sheets of this, 350 GSM, but ideal for your matting and layering and also your card blanks as well. All comes sealed up, so beautifully packaged as well. 240110 for that one, $14.99 for that. Now, let's take a look at the kit. Now, as you can see, the detail, the elements, if you're not a measurer like me, or if you're brand new and you struggle with mat and layers, what a way to make incredible card blanks, box bases, box lids by having these fantastic dies. You can see both the colorways of the cardstock that's in there. And also, if I tilt this, you can see the embossed detail you are getting on there as well. But look at this. This is what we mean about precision. Trying to get the mats and layers to work like that. I know I've crafted many years. It's not always easy. A few mils out and that is it. It has gone. So to have the dies that do all this for you to give you that beautiful look is incredible. Put acetate behind it. You could use the little tiny hearts here as like little shakers in there too. But also for lanterns, if you put vellum behind this and a battery operated tea light, that will give you a fabulous effect. This is the artwork that you're going to be able to download and print out. Obviously get your pure print paper off the website to make sure that you're getting the best quality of print. But you can see all the different layers, so they can be used individually, used separately. You can use the little smallest ones on the hearts. You can use the largest ones on there too. But looks incredible for all your projects. And you know, as obviously a Carnation craft fan, you will have lots and lots of different elements from different samples that you can bring in for it as well. Now, showing you the rubber stamps, just so you can have a little look. You can see with this one, it's like confetti hearts, these little tiny hearts on there. And then you've also got that fleur-de-lis look on there too, which is really, really fabulous. You've got the stamps, you're my favourite person, forever and always, sending you love, best wishes, I love you. And I love that it's got like a little heart in that bit as well. It's all about the detail. Hugs and kisses, lots of love, happy Valentine's Day. All you need is love and to someone special. So really elaborate, beautiful for the inside or the outside of your cards as well. And do remember, these are a standard size. It's not a big, elaborate design that you're not going to have an envelope for. These will take like your C6 envelopes. So giving you the potential now to make and sell as many as you like with that one too. Now, let's show you a little bit. Can I just show you with the dies as well, just how this all works together? So let's take some of the factors out so we can have a little look at this too. Now, just to show you, This is how well engineered these are. You've got your basic mats and layers, okay? You could use that every single day. You've got the other layer in there as well. So if you're wanting to just have mats and layers, you can add that in. You could just add the emboss layer if you wanted to. But the idea with this is the more layers you cut, you've got the inner bit there. And as you can see, you've got that perfect circle. But if I then cut a separate piece of cardstock and put this over the top, look at that, perfect alignment. Like I say, it takes many, many years of doing that. And even now, I can still get that wrong. These dies are a game changer in the world of crafting with your clean and simple range. The hard work is done for you. So now you get that precious look. But landscape, portrait, and also if you take the center one, this one just here, oops, there we go, you can actually cut it like that, and then you can flip it and you can have one the other side, or you could have one at the top and one at the bottom, because obviously you've cut it once, you're just going to pop the cardstock back in and then cut out that piece, so then you can mix and match those two. So useful. And do remember, on social media, on Facebook, there is a group for you as well, though if you're wanting even more inspiration, pop over there for the Clean and Simple collection, and there will be on there your Facebook groups that you can follow with all your inspiration. So just quickly putting these back, and then I'm going to show you some of the finished examples using elements from other Carnation crafts projects and things like that you may have left over. Now look at this, a fabulous design team have made an amazing array of cards. Look at the rubber stamp, just like you could stamp that all the way across as a border if you wanted to do that. Landscape and portrait, you've got different styles of using the card. Perhaps you might just want to add just a few little gems just to enhance that little embossed area. You can do that. The flower can sit in or sit out. It doesn't matter. It's up to you. But look at this, using the hearts, and the hearts have been stamped with the stamps in the collection. But you might just want to do a notebook card, or a little thank you, or, you know, thinking of you, or just sending somebody a little card to cheer up the day. Look how gorgeous that is. But like I say, if you're wanting that beautiful boutique style, you know, when you go to the stately homes and you wander around there and you're in the garden centres, you'll see cards like this in a little cello bag, and so expensive. Bear in mind now, you can elevate your card making to be able to make those special sorts of cards and to add those details in there. But you are going to need the Clean and Simple range, and this is your Fond Florals. 240109 for this one. $44.99, but it should be $49.99. So while we've got that saving, but do remember the last one that we released to you, the Proud Petals, that's also on a special price as well as $44.99. So it's like a launch price still. But don't tell them. Don't tell them I said. ATAS, don't tell them. Mr. Mark will be after me. So let's start off. Let's bring in some elements from the kit. The first hour, obviously, we took it right back to simple and just showing it cut out, and then I'm showing you different elements now that we can bring in and work everything together. So I've cut myself a little card base. What I tend to do is I cut my first layer, and then I work out how much millage I want round the edges, and that's then how I make my card blank. And for this one, I've used, obviously, the cardstock's in the kit, but sometimes I use the 350 GSM cardstock off the website as well. And then you can see I've got all my mats and layers here to be able to add on the cards. So it doesn't matter, you know, what configuration you use, but obviously we always say like light and dark, or dark light, and mix and match your colours. Don't get too carried away with using too many colours. Now, if your card's jumping about and you're struggling to put it down, just open the card right out like that, and then it will sit flat. Okay, so then it makes it easier to make sure that is in the right place. Now I'm using the everyday glue. If you want to, you could use tape, you can use whatever you want, but I want this one to be quite flat, because if you're new as well, I want you to see how then with the next cards, how you can elevate it by using the foam pads and the foam tape that's in your kit. But if you want to make quick and simple cards, you need to get them ready. You've got an event, or say a wedding or a christening even. This could be a save the day card or something like that. But a lot of the factors from the other kits, if you've got any of those, the stamps will intermix and things like that, so you can intermix your design. But look already how fabulous that looks with the mats and layers. You've got that professional look and finish. Now, let's add some of these details in as well. Now what I've taken here is, again, I've cut one of the circles, but I have offset it because I like to sometimes give it a little bit more density at the bottom and thinner at the top. I've got my sentiment as well. That's going to sit just there, but you can see already we've got that detail. Now I'm bringing in an element. I don't know which kit that's from. I'm not going to lie to you, Miss Tasmin.
I'm trying to look.
Are you trying to have a look? I got no idea. You know I'm not the best at this. You
People
know
at
I'm
home
not.
are usually really good with stuff like this. They might be able to tell us quicker than I can.
I can't remember, and it was just a piece that I thought, oh well, I really like that. So let's bring that in. So adding elements from other collections, by all means do it. You know, other dies, other pieces. You can make this absolutely beautiful. This would also look fabulous as well if you know, like for still this time of year, people are making little calendars and things like that. You know, like that you can get the little calendars, the little small ones that you can then just tear off. But you could make it like a column, and you could make it like with a little calendar at the bottom, and somebody could just take the months off and do that. So you can make some really, really pretty little cards with this one. You really can. So all I'm going to do is add a little bit more glue. Available on the website, and I'm also using the applicator. Put a little bit of this onto here, and you can see how lovely this is on your projects. But again, just pieces that, you know, I rummaged through boxes and I thought, oh, I need that in my life, so I just added this into the collection. But you might have little bits of offcuts and things that you've got from other collections. Just think how cost effective it is going to be now, and how quicker, especially if you make and sell, how much quicker it is for you to make your cards and put them together right away. So I'm just using my elements here, like my little sentiment, to sit there because it actually sits in the curve there of the embossed cardstock, so it looks really pretty. And then I'm going to build this up here as well. And you can see with the floral elements you've got those decoupage layers that are really going to make this pop. And who wouldn't like to receive a card like this? You know, you might be making lots and lots of them at work for a friend or something, or invitations. These are your go-tos. This is a beautiful foundation network now that you can use with your designs. And like I say, you might want to use more of the rubber stamps. You might want to address that by doing different things. But look at that. We've got height, we've got dimension. It's pretty. You imagine little christening cards or something like that, utilising all of these just with that element in the corner with those little tiny rosebuds on. But it could be anything. It could be your foliage. It could be something that you're using from other collections, whatever you want. So you can see there, this is using your Fond of Florals card making kit. But you need to be starting to get this collection. Like I say, already over 50% of the stock has now gone for this one. Very popular. And a lot of you are realising, I think, like me sometimes, you want to make cards, but you don't want to have to think about it. You want to be able to just literally get on with the design work. You don't want to have to worry my mats and layers are straight and cut. Run them through your machine. You could do lots of different colours with the cardstocks from Carnation Crafts. Have them in bags ready with your kit because you've got the pocket in the front. Put them in there, and then you could be like, right, I'm going to make that card today. But do make sure you download as well all your different elements. Let's show you a few more cards, and then we'll do you another little demonstration as well, and I'll show you the kit. So again, changing the style and the looks of the cards. But look at this one. A little bit of stamping on there. Tinting the edge on there too to give you that beautiful effect. I think that might be from this collection. Centre of Attention. I'm just thinking about it. It looks... Does it look very similar? Is it Centre of Attention? I think it might be from that kit. I think so. I'm not 100% sure, Miss Taz. You'll have to check for me. But look at these. A lot of you love the Carnation Crafts flowers, and you also love the mice as well. And you can see how gorgeous this now looks. Were we right? Is it from Centre of Attention? Yes. So if you want in the bits that I've got, like say Centre of Attention, but that was just like a little bit that I found in a box. So yeah, you've got to sometimes, haven't you? So let's go back. Let's show you the full kit again. So if you have just joined us, hello. Hope you're having a fabulous day. You're all staying nice and warm because it's very cold out there today. What a better way to stop in and play with your clean and simple and get you know, some real satisfaction out of today by using this. Now, comes in the fabulous box. Well, the wallet. I cannot tell you how glad I was to see a collection that comes like this, especially somebody who's crafted a lot of years. I've got lots of dies in different packets. This now makes it easier because all of these will now stand on my shelf, all proud. I know exactly what they are. I know what I can do with them, but they're there at the touch of my hand. So again, think of portfolios. These are like, you know, beautiful portfolios that you can have. It shows the different colorways. You have them all. Now let's take this open. You've got the fabulous catch on there that keeps it all together. Now inside here as well, you will notice you've got all of your dies on this side, even the decoupage. You've got the circles, you've got the mats and layers that have been so well thought about and put together to give you that perfect alignment each and every time, which is very, very difficult to do. And I've had sets before and they haven't had the alignment plates or anything else, and trying to get circles by taping them down, it just doesn't work, believe you me. But with this collection, you have got the best of everything. Knowledge, inspiration and education with this as well. You've then also got your cardstock in here too. So with this, you get 5 sheets of your coloured cardstock and you're getting 10 sheets of your beautiful natural finish with this one as well, the natural colour. So this one is 250 GSM and you've got 350 GSM. You've also got, and look how that sits in there, all beautiful behind the back of there. So again, if you're carrying it round, this can be ideal. You've got your stamp sets. You've got 2 here. You can use them on stamp positioners. You can use them on acrylic blocks. You can use them however you want to. If you're wanting to just stamp it out, a basic normal ink pad or distressed ink pad will work for you to get that definition on there. Then you've got this full array and calibre of rubber stamps, and like I say, once you take them off there, don't be frightened to put them in the pocket because the pocket is sealed at the bottom. You're not going to lose any bits. Same with your dies. Also, you are going to get 5 meters of your foam on a roll to give height and definition. And you've also got your foam pads in 2 different sizes as well. You've got your 10mm and you've got your 5mm of those too. But all sits beautifully inside the box. This is the next generation in the clean and simple one. Like I say, if you've never seen this before, welcome, and you're going to love using this. But if you have used them before, message in, let us know your thoughts on it, or maybe what you'd like to see as well, because that's very important to us here at Carnation Crafts. I know Nick and the team do an incredible job at designing, and his eye for detail is incredible. So this is your clean and simple collection. If you're wanting to get this one, item numbers are on the screen: 240109, $44.99. UK P&P is only $2.95. And I know there'll be some people tomorrow morning, if it's been dispatched today, will actually be receiving that tomorrow. So just bear that in mind. Obviously, weather permitting, if we do get snow and everything else, so just bear with us, because normally where their head office is, it does snow a lot up there because it's not far from where I live, and it does snow a lot. Or floods. We've had terrible floods down here, but that's another story for another day. But as long as you're all safe, keep crafting, you'll be fine. Now, if you're also wanting extra of the cardstock, we have got this on the show. 20 sheets of this. So you've got beautiful A4 size with this one. Again, that fabulous soft vanilla colour. 350 GSM, ideal for matting and layering, and also your die cutting if you want. I've die cut this and it does die cut. I use a Pro Cut, or I use the same machine that Carla uses when she's on air. So do not be worried about using that. 240-110, $14.99. All available on carnationcrafts.co.uk. Now, what I am going to do now, can we make another little card, Miss Taz? Yes? Yes, we're going to do that. So let's bring this in. So again, just showing you how easy these are to do. Now, what I also recommend as well, if you're new to stamping, what I would say to you is, when you're using the sentiments, stamp the sentiment first on your cardstock and then die cut it. If you've been stamping many, many years, you'll be fine, and you'll probably die cut it like I do now and stamp it. But if you want to make sure you get it, the alignment, and get a perfect stamp every time, I would stamp it out first and then die cut it, because I know a lot of the newbies out there, obviously, you know, we want you to get the best effects, and any little tips we will give them you to help you. Now you'll notice with this one again, this time I put the foam on the roll because I want to show you how you can elevate your cards as well. So I'm going to then show you the one that we made previously to show you how this now elevates up, and a little bit of height on your cards can stop you sometimes from your cards getting a little bit, you know, you just look at it and think the cards aren't right. Height and structure will give your card shadow. It will also give it a point of difference, and it will also give you that little bit more for you to be able to do. So let's just add this onto here. So just sticking that on there. But again, like I say, mats and layers makes it so easy. That might be slightly wonky though, because my eyes are slightly wonky today. I'm not going to fib to you, but I'll just lift that off because I didn't press it too hard down. I'm just going to move it down, then I will move it back up. But that's why me and a trimmer sometimes do not get on. Whereas with dies, you get that perfect alignment each time. So if you're sick of wasting your cardstock because you're cutting it wrong, Clean and Simple could be the way forward for you, like it is me, to really change it. And I do like simplifying cards back, taking it back to like this, that beautiful, you know, boutique style, because I think as we craft more and more, we end up with more gems and bows and ribbons, and we end up flooding it sometimes, and it can look like a pizza. It can look like you've got too many toppings sometimes. So stripping it back sometimes gives you a new angle of creativity, a new angle for your mojo as well, to think, do you know what, I'm going to try that today. But like with this, you could cut this layer in a pattern paper, one of the downloads off Carnation Crafts, they're downloadable one, papers. That could be a pattern paper, doesn't always have to be cardstock. So do think of the different factors and elements that you can take this to now. Now with this one, obviously I've raised it up, but I'm going to pop this back in and I'm going to put it in flat, okay? So again, it's always easier sticking it all down first and then slotting this in. And because I've got a wet glue, I've got wibbleability. So I can actually wibble and wobble, and I can put that in there, and that's going to sit beautifully in there. Then I've got my florals. Again, mould and shape these. I've used my ball tool with these to be able to shape those out. But these, again, these are available to download for free. So go get these, download them, use your pro print paper off the website, get the best quality print that you can by using the right paper. And then you know you're good to go as soon as your collection comes, because I know the team strive to get the kits out as fast as they can, because they know what we like. We're crafters, we're new stuff, we want it straight away. So it will literally, if you get it today, I'm sure it will be out in the post within the next couple of days without fail. And it's really exciting to know when you've all got it and things like that. Some of you ordered it last night, so will some of them have it today? What day was it yesterday? No, Sunday it won't. It will go out today, so you'll get it tomorrow.
I mean, they're good, but that's another level.
I know, but I didn't know what day it was. You know what I'm like, Tasmin. I don't know what day it is some days.
Use my Sunday name.
Yeah, I don't know what day it is. Honestly, I was driving down this morning. I had got no idea. I just knew I was coming here. That's all I knew. So having a kit like this, honestly, it just makes it so easy to craft with. You might only get half an hour in an afternoon or a little bit of time to spend. You know, kids are at school. This would be a fabulous collection to grow your skills. Now, what I am going to do is I'm just going to leave that there, and I'm going to bring this one in to show you. You can see with the matting and layering, this has now created shadow, but it looks more elevated. This looks pretty still, it looks beautiful, but that is flatter. So then when you make your cards, that little bit of dimension, can you see? That's how you elevate your card. That's why the foam tape and everything is in your kit for you now to be able to make the professional finish each and every time with your collection of your beautiful Fond Florals collection. Now look at those, and you can see with that, once we add dimension to it, the flower we put up at the top, we've now put it at the bottom. We've inlaid the sentiment as well, so we've got that there too. If you've got embossing powders, you could add those onto there as well, so don't be frightened to do that as well. So absolutely gorgeous with those. Now let's show you a little bit more inspiration, because I think that's always a nice thing to do. So let's have a little look. So again, your cards can have as much or as little as you want on them. You can see there. Look at this one for an anniversary or something like that. And again, massive thank you to the design team. You're all incredible. You do phenomenally well. Now look at the colourways. If you're loving the pinks and everything, this was in the Proud Petals collection. So if you're wanting that colour cardstock, that's available in there and on the website. Look at that embossed detail, that swirl that just swirls around the cards with those little bumblebees. You could have those just trailing around there. Look at that. I love you. So it could be for your mum and dad, your nana and grandpa, your aunties and uncles. You've got all different styles. Bring in the hearts in as well to make 3D embellishments on your card too. But what a kit that you have got here that gives you your mats and layers, it gives you apertures, it gives you embellishments, gives you even the main focal point with the decoupage layers as well. For $44.99, clean and simple, is a phenomenal kit now for you to have in your stash that you can now work from. Just think, all the hard work is done, all the detail is there, the precision and the precise cut every time. You're never going to fail. And what's more gratifying than knowing your cards are going to be the elite, they're going to be the best of the best. Plus, if you're making and selling, it's a business in a box, so everything is there for you too. Now, I'm going to do another little demo. Is that all right, Miss Tiz Taz?
I'm scared of you. You do what you want.
She's scared of me. She's the only person who is. There's not many, I have to admit. Yeah, I've been fed. I'm not going to bite. So let's do this. So now I'm going to take it up, showing you a different shape of your easel card. Because last time we did, let me get it and I'll show you. We did a wide one. So like landscape. So we did that one. So you can see you've got that detail there. But now we're going to change it. Okay, we're going to change it up a little bit and I'm going to show you a different way of doing it. But look how beautiful it is. Like I say, you've got all these bits in your kit so you can make these incredibly simple. Now, what I did with this one is I'm going to get this is where I bring my dies in again to show you. I take the largest frame like so, okay? Fold your cardstock in half, just in half, nothing fancy. And then what I did was overlay my die, okay? But what I make sure is that the cutting edge at the top is literally over the edge. So it's not going to cut the top, okay? It's as simple as that. I do tape it down, I'm going to be honest, but then the rest of it cuts out. But then that will give you that shape card. So if you're wanting a top loading card, that's how you do it. So some of the design team have done that as well, and it is a clever way to do it. Now what I want you to do is then score in half. So that's going to give you your little bridge, shall we say. And that's going to be the sliding mechanism for your card. Then we're going to start matting and layering it, just using the layers that are in the kit that we used before, and we're going to use that. Now this time I didn't use the embossed one, the second layer, I just used the first layer, okay? So we're going to layer this onto here. Again, using my foam pads, because for me it gives me dimension and it adds that elevation to it. Look at me, all fancy today with my words. But this really will give you a faceted look on your cards. And it is just purity. And your cards, there's nothing more than if you get a card, and they don't have to be loads on it. How many of you back in the day have gone in shops and picked up a card and it's very, very minimalist, but it's the stylish one. It's the one that looks so pretty and beautiful. And that's why you've picked it up. So you now can make those style of cards by having this incredible kit too. And, you know, for me, at Christmas, I used a lot of these dies to make Christmas cards, things like that, tags even, because even this is a gift tag. You can make some fantastic tags with these, because obviously you can punch a hole in it, you can have your decoration, but they look incredible as tags. Yes, Miss Tiz Taz.
So this
How may I help?
This might be a silly question.
No, never a silly question with me, ever.
I mean, with me there might be. So you know the fold element?
Yes, at the top.
Could you fold it inwards, tape the outsides and have it as a gift tag slot?
Yep, you can fold. I haven't got one cut out, but if not, I'll show you. I'm going to pull this bit up. It's fine. I'm going to do it. It's my card. I don't mind taking it to bits. So what you can do is, as I was showing you earlier, you can fold that bit up and you could then tuck the gift card in it, or fold it back on the inside and then you just tape around the edge, but the gift card would sit there and they'd just see what it was through there. So you can do that as well. Now I have slightly dented that, but don't worry, it's fine. It's fine. It's my card. I'm not precious. So what we're going to do now, we've got tape on the bottom bit and do that. But good question, Taz. And if you're never sure if it's going to look right or work, try and do it on a piece of old cardstock or a piece of copy paper. Try it out first, fold it, shape it, score it, whatever you want to do, and then you'll know if the alignment is right, and that's what you want. Okay, so next up, what I'm going to do is then start adding pieces. So I cut some little pieces here because I wanted this then to dress my card slightly different. I've also cut out one of the circles again because I do like these, because it really does give you a little bit extra on your card. So I'm going to bring this in, even though it is like extra, you know, extra large. I brought this one in because you'll see when the design comes together, this will make it really, really pretty. So a little bit more glue. Remember, your glue is available on the website. This one's got a low water content, so it will actually dry really quick. So let's just pop that in there as well. So I'm just going to sit that higher again because I like it offset. I just think it gives it that little bit more detail on there and that little bit of difference. Now let's pop this on. I've got a little bit of tape on here, and we're going to add this to the front of the card as well. So this now is going to sit just there too. I've also got a little sentiment and a little floral element. We're going to bring these in as well, and I'm going to sit that just there. But you can see with the mats and layers, it really does elevate your cards and makes your cards have that wow factor. So think of it a little bit like if you were going out and it's cold like today, you'd probably put a big coat on. Think of it like your mats and layers by adding that little bit of a coat effect like this. So there's my mat and layer. We're putting the coat on it. Look how elevated your cards now look. It really does give you that grandeur on there too. So again, with this one now, I'm going to sit this flower at the top because I like it. It's got circles within circles, but because of how I've cut it, it just gives it that different look. And like I say, you don't need a lot with these cards. These cards, they're a little bit of magic, because everything will work together so beautifully with your collection. And I'm so glad that you've all joined me today, because obviously I'm not here all the time, so it's lovely to know that you're all with us and that, you know, it is fabulous to have you all here with me, because obviously, you know, don't always get to see you, and I like to mix and match and find out what you're all up to. You know I do. So I'm just going to add this little tiny rose at the bottom. So I'm not using all the layers on that one. I'm also using the layers on this one too. So a little bit of glue on here, but you know, you'll have bits of lace, you'll have bits of borders, you'll have other bits left over. Add them into your stash. Don't just look at your bit box on your top. Get the bits out that you've die cut, or you've got like little bits of floral leaves left over from other collections. Bring this in with this collection. Now all you've got to do with this is make sure you put a really good crease on the back. Then when I turn this round, this then will stand up. But if you wanted to put a stopper in, you could add a stopper in there too. But you can see how beautiful and precious that looks. But also think about it too, if you got one of the little jotter books, you could actually make that like a little notebook book as well for somebody, you know, just for you. You could put on the front, and it could be a notebook book, but making it into a different stance and shape of card, this now gives you a different look each and every time. But like I say, give it a really good crease on the fold, and then you'll see that will sit on to there. Why won't mine sit today? Mine don't want to play. Let's put the creases in. Let's do that. And then that will sit there like so. But just by adding that little strip of cardstock on there, cutting the circle slightly wider than I'd want and offsetting it, it gives it, draws the eye in. Let's show you a few more finished samples just so you can have a look, and then you can make your mind up time, because I do feel this is coming towards the end of the show now. And I won't be back for a few weeks, so do make sure you get yours. Now, this one, look at that. How gorgeous. A few little gems. That's what they've put on there. You might want to use the enamel dots, available on the website as well. Look, they're on there with the little ducks. But a lot of these elements I know you've got. Look at that one. I love you on there. You've got the little elephant as well with the hearts on there too. But these could go in box frames as well. You could be giving these as home decor pieces. Put it in a little box frame. How precious is that if your daughter was getting married or she's a bridesmaid? Something like that, bridesmaid gifts. You can make some beautiful things. I love you. Look at that. Really, really nice on there. But again, How many of you've got the little mice? This is what I was saying to you before. If you flip the die, this is how then you can put the 2 holes in it rather than 1. And also as panels, if you turn it that way, on a lantern, put vellum behind it with a tea light in, it looks beautiful on there as well. So if you are wanting to get this kit, it is make your mind up time. This is your Fond Florals card making collection by Carnation Crafts. This is the 3rd edition that we have now brought to you, and it's growing and growing all the time. $44.99, but normal price is $49.99. So you are making that great saving today as well. So you've got those, but then you know, you can just keep changing, keep stylizing, mixing and matching, and growing your portfolio of different designs that you can use and you can do with the Carnation Crafts products. And just to show you as well, some of the different ones that we've made, you can see they are all individually different styles, different shapes on there. Some have got mats and layers, some are flat. So you can see with this one here, you've got the dimension with the layers, but with the one on the end, that is your flat one. So again, it's up to you. The choice is yours, but you've got so many different looks, and I know so many different colours that you are now going to bring in with all of these. So hopefully you're going to make your mind up, and then you are going to, you know, put them on social media so we can check them out. We're going to have a look after the show, and me and Tasmin's going to have a look on there, all your comments and what's on there already. So that's fantastic news to have that there as well. Miss Tasmin.
So before we say goodbye to everybody, I
Yes.
just want to let everyone know what's going on for the rest
Yes,
of the week.
what we got for the rest of the week.
So they can check out the calendar
Okay,
on our website.
on the website.
But Wednesday, we have a brand new USB on Hobby Maker.
Ooh.
At 9 and 11 a.m. So you can join Carla for that.
Nice.
Then we're going to be back here on Friday. You know the All in a Day's Work show that
Yes.
we did? We have an expansion pack.
Oh, extra bits for that. And that was a really popular show. So extra bits for that one. So keep your eyes out on Friday right here for that one.
It's called Playing Dress Up, and that'll be at 10 a.m.
10.
And then we're going to do, me and Carla are going to do a pre-record, and on Saturday they'll be able to see the USB right on our channel at 10 a.m.
Ooh, 10 a.m. Saturday for the USB as well. So it's a busy, busy week at Carnation Towers as always. And you know, it's the place to be. So make sure you check out, go and get your downloads ready for your new Clean and Simple collection. And I have to say, thank you so much for making me welcome here again with the team from Carnation Crafts. I love being here with you and also bringing you the Clean and Simple range. So hopefully you'll all have a fabulous week, and we'll see you all again soon. Take care.